Welcome back to Waxing On, episode 300. Can you imagine? I mean, we started this May of 2020. It was an activity I thought I'd do during the pandemic. We were all in lockdown, and I probably mentioned this a few times, but for anybody new joining the feed, it was an idea of just going through my old record collection, taking a look at what I had, talking about some of the albums, and maybe it would kind of inspire people to say, yeah, let's check that band out, or let's check that performer out. Now everything's available on the streaming network, so it's so accessible that I hope I got some ideas out and people maybe discovered some new artists, or maybe they just rediscovered some they'd forgotten about. Over the course of the last 300 episodes, I mean, I've tried to bring you what I thought was some of the best music of the last 80 years. Can you imagine? The last 80 years. Episode 300. I mean, this is, who would have thought I had this much music? I certainly didn't. And we rarely have ever gone back and looked at an artist more than once. We might sometimes look at a different phase of an artist, but most of the time it's all been new material. And we've covered the gamut from rock to new wave to punk rock to country, classical, comedy. Everything's here. If you're new to the feed, there are playlists. If you find something you might be interested in, they're all divided by categories. Take a look at them. Again, don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to like. Comment if you like. I am getting comments now, and it's surprising. Some from videos that have been up for quite a while, people are noticing. I actually had a comment just the other day from one of the children of one of the performers we had, who just sent a little note saying, gee, thanks for appreciating and promoting my dad's music. And that was really great. I mean, great to get those kind of things. So today, what are we going to do special for episode 300? Well, I thought, why don't we look at what they promote as the world's biggest selling album of all time. Of all time. Now, granted, this was a few years ago, but still, wouldn't that be a great way to kick off 300? So today we're looking at an album. Came out, I'm going to say 1983, in around there. Early 1980s. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Now you got to remember, this is a time when music videos were just starting to pick up. We, the old video killed the radio star. MTV was new. In Canada, we had Much Music was like our MTV. Good Rockin' Tonight. Every week they featured what the top videos were. Terry David Mulligan, the perpetual host. He was hosting this one as well. And it was getting to a stage where people listened to their music by watching the videos. And Michael Jackson really was at the forefront of videos during this time, and Thriller was one that really stood out. Firstly, it was different than a lot of them because it ran a lot longer. It wasn't just your 2 or 3 minute video. It was directed by Hollywood director John Landis, who you may remember also directed National Lampoon's Animal House, The Blues Brothers, and the ill-fated segment of Vic Morrow's in Twilight Zone the movie. Now, this one, 25th anniversary. Now, you'd expect something special. Yeah, the packaging looks a little special. I'll just pop out what we've got and we'll take a look and see what we have here. This one, kind of a little metallic on the back, a little artsy. Okay, we have the actual CD. Songs were Want to Be Starting Something, Baby Be Mine, The Girl Is Mine, a duet with Paul McCartney, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, or Pretty Young Thing, and The Lady in My Life. Now, Thriller was a really unusual video, not only because of the length of it. They had stars, they had the artist director. We also had a voiceover by Vincent Price, who was kind of a horror movie icon at this point. And you remember early movies in the 60s, Roger Corman did a lot of them. Vincent Price starred in the Edgar Allan Poe movies that he produced and directed. So he kind of started out in those kind of movies, and he became kind of an icon of the horror genre. Anyways, he gets a little excerpt in Thriller doing a voiceover as well. Now, for the 25th anniversary, there's also some special add-ons, previous unreleased tracks. We've got The Girl Is Mine, a 2008 track. Is that our telephone again?
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay, you check on that. Let me know if somebody's calling in on this one. We've changed it from a ring. Now we got a little music tone. But okay, Girl Is Mine 2008 version with Will I Am. We've got PYT again with another 2008 version with Will I Am. Want to Be Starting Something 2008 version with Akon. We've got Beat It 2008 version with Fergie. We also have Billie Jean 2008 version, sorry I don't mean to laugh when I say this, with Kanye West. And an unreleased track from the original Thriller sessions called For All Time. Now, sessions produced by Quincy Jones. Now, you may have remembered we talked about Quincy Jones quite a few episodes ago now. We were talking about the albums he put out. And my first awareness of Quincy Jones, he was writing music for movies and television. You'd see his name in the credits in the movies, and you'd see it during the ends of the TV shows. Also in the early 70s, he was musical director for a variety show that was hosted by Bill Cosby. And we had a couple other albums I picked up of his, the A&M ones, Walking in Space and Smackwater Jack, and we talked about that one during the Quincy Jones session. So I knew him more as a soundtrack writer, a jazz writer. He also did the music in the Louis Jordan cassette we looked at. But I hadn't really much experience of what Quincy was doing after those kind of sessions. And this is where I really became aware of him again as a producer when he was doing Thriller. Now, again, 25th anniversary, what else have we got? Well, we've got an insert booklet. Insert booklet. We have artwork. We have photos. We have lots of information. And what kind of things do we have here? We got the thank yous, we got the credits for where they recorded, all the stuff they helped out with, who sat in with them on the sessions. We've also got words for all of these. Now, that's always a great thing. Isn't it nice? And I don't know about the kids nowadays because they're streaming everything and maybe they've got to look it up on, Wikipedia or somewhere. But in my day, you would sit down to listen to music. It wasn't just background. You would put the album on, you'd listen to it, you'd read along with the words. Hey, sometimes people would actually sing along with it while it was on, can you imagine? But it was a visual experience with the record album jacket or the booklets, as well as a listening experience. Again, when I look at this, I see a couple of songs stand out. Of course, I mean, Thriller, absolutely a classic. Beat It, just an example how you know you really made it when Weird Al Yankovic is doing parodies of your songs. So that's kind of the guideline there. But you think that's enough. We've got a special sleeve to put it in. We got a multi-page booklet with lots of information, song lyrics. We got photos. Could there be anything more? Well, yes, there could be. It's a 25th anniversary special edition, so let's throw in a DVD. Now, getting harder to find places to play your DVDs, I suppose, because I noticed my daughter's latest laptop doesn't even have a place to put them in. So if you can dig out an old DVD player, that's one step beyond the old VHS, right? A couple things here that might help. We got the short films, Billie Jean, Beat It, of course, Thriller, and we got Billie Jean, the legendary performance from the Motown 25, Yesterday, Today, and Forever. And I remember that really stood out, that Motown one. It's included here because it was so unique and it was a classic performance. I don't know if you go online if you can get all these extras. You might get the basic Thriller album. That was the advantage of buying things in hard copy. And again, this was back, what year did this one come out in? Well, originally what were 2000, it was 1983, so figure 25 years after that, we've got maybe 2008 we're looking at. Things have changed a lot. Now, I'm assuming all this is on the streaming networks. Hopefully you can still get hard copies. It is a great album. I don't have a lot of Michael Jackson, I must confess. I mean, I really never listened to him a lot. Thriller kind of caught my attention. Quincy Jones kind of piqued my interest. And when we got to the 25th anniversary, some of these songs had really proved themselves. They really stand up well, even 25 years plus later. They're still good music. And it's still a great album. And like I say, if I was going to have one Michael Jackson in my collection, which I think I actually have a couple, it would be Thriller. So something for you to check out this week, a little flashback in the past, a little extra special album to celebrate our 300th episode, and just something to kind of pick you up on Wednesday, get you through the rest of the week. Okay, so today, Michael Jackson, Thriller. We'll be back Friday with another episode. Until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see you Friday.